Well, good evening, good people of the interwebs. Once again, I have a first look. I'm going to do a first look at one of the games I received this past week. And it is for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And it's the latest in the Dynasty Warriors series. Namely, it's Dynasty Warriors 8. So without further ado, let's do that. Rather low key, but I think you'll like this. Nice, huh? Well, from what I can tell you, this game does not kid around in layman's of introductions are concerned. Actually, I've just beaten the shoe story mode, the shoe storyline in story mode. And I obtained the following stages: the Battle of King Street, the Battle of King of Great Forces. And of course there are three different modes you can choose from. Story mode, in which you can play as the following: the Shu, Jin, Other, Tutorial, Wei, and Wu. So basically you have five to choose from: Shu, Wu, Wei, Jin, and Other. Then there's free mode, in which you can just basically play any stage you want from any given cleared stage you've already done in story mode. And then there's the new mode, which is ambition mode. You can develop a base and look to welcome the Emperor to your side. So I think without further ado, let's do ambition mode. Just to show it off, because you already know what story mode is. And clearly, story mode is far too long just to do that. So I'm going to show off a bit of ambition mode here. So here you can basically pick from Wei, Wu, and Shu, and Jin. There's nobody in other just yet because I haven't picked other. But you can pick from the following characters. From the new generation, namely you got Zushu, Guanjin, Zhang Bao, Guan Yiping. From the original generation, Zhao Yun, Guan Yu. Oh, and here's something you can also show off. Now this is from straight up old school Dynasty Warriors. This is from Dynasty Warriors 1, I believe. I'm not sure how many of them have, but they actually have from the classic Dynasty Warriors. They went that far back from the first game. Yeah. You got the regular costume and the Dynasty Warriors 7 costume. Now, like as I tried to mention this before in a previous part, if you have pre-ordered this game, you will get additional costumes that can only be accessed if you have pre-ordered the game ahead of time. And these are for Guan Yu, Sun Shengjiang, I believe there was somebody else, I forgot the name already. But it gives you a code, and you put it in where where it says redeem codes. You put that code in, it'll grant you access to DLC, the costume DLC. Oh yes, and of course, this is the new character, Zhang Shunhua, who is basically a fox. Oh yes, Sun Shengjiang has the following. You see, if Guan Yu has Dynasty Warriors, then she has Romance of the Three Kingdoms 12. And Handong is new. But I swear, I can tell you this. The voice they gave for Sun Quan, I swear to God I hate it. It just don't work for me. Oh yeah, they gave something for Shahadun. Like him without the eye patch. Totally rare. But yet, they give you most of what you want, and they actually gave Yue Ying a very fitting facelift. Moving on, she's still the same with a terrible moveset, I swear to God. She has a very terrible moveset, it just don't work. So I had to show you that, just to show you exactly the little bonuses they give you if you had done so. So I'm gonna go with my go-to guy, Guan Yu, put him in classic Dynasty Warriors. I'm going to show off a bit of this. Now the downside of this is the fact that they don't have no narrator for this, because I feel, you know, they should have a narrator. A game like this should not have a narrator. It's been like that since Dynasty Warriors. If it has a bit of glare in it, my apologies. With the land in chaos due to the missing emperor, you have joined numerous others from across the land, determined to realize your ambitions. You look to test your strength against them. However, it will not be as easy as it seems. Although welcoming the Emperor here is the best way to display your ambition to the land, things are not going well so far. The function of this building is to help you attract the Emperor to your side. You have named it the Tongkikai. And proceeded with its construction, but you lack the necessary resources and personnel to complete it, causing the project to be halted. You have learned that there are limits to what one person can accomplish. First, you must ask around the camp to learn how to build a Tongkikai. It's actually weird to see Guan Yu without a weapon in his hand. Let's keep working. It's necessary to help this place reach its potential. Good for you. Ma'am? Hi there. I have a feeling today is going to be a good one. We have a saying in the RTO, and I quote Magma WK, today's gonna be a great day. Of course, here's a blacksmith. Welcome. What type of weapon are you looking for? These are facilities run by the people living within the camp, and this way the people in camp can offer you their support. Some good news from the people that come in your time of need. It seems that by developing this facility, you can make the materials necessary to build a Tongkikai. I'm not sure what is required, so let's ask the guard to find out. Which has magically showed up out of nowhere. So actually, you can obtain DLC here. Right now you can't. You can, of course, buy certain weapons, like a long halberd. Just right now you don't have much to actually get, but you know, just you can buy it. Oh yes, and it operates by a different system now with an affinity. If you see something that says M, that means man. If you see an H, it means heaven. If you see an E, it means earth. And some characters have certain affinity to others. Obtaining gold when landing an attack on enemies who are guarding. Some are more powerful than others, but probably not so much. So, of course, you see that your EX weapon is your main weapon in comparison to something else. I'm going to purchase this and go with it. Of course, you have new weapons like the Padao axe, a horsehair whip, twin axes, a general sword, swallow swords. Yeah. Wheels, a flail, a dragon spear, aside from crescent blade, double pike, war fan, twin swords, club, bow and rod, great axe, claws, spike shield, dual blade. Well, I didn't know Ryu's nickname was in him. And well, anyway, curved sword, 3-sectional staff. That's basically I like to call it the Billy Kane weapon, the Billy Kane staff. The tonfa and a regular sword, spear. As you can see, there are some weapons that are compatible to certain people in comparison to others. Probably give you more damage, but you know, more so than others. So let's go ahead and talk to the guard. Are you heading out? Be careful. There are unending battles surrounding the camp. From now on, you will be able to participate in those battles. According to the guard, the battle you are heading for will enable you to obtain materials useful for developing facilities. On the next screen, select the difficulty and battlefield. Once you are in battle, press start to confirm the victory conditions. Let's play it on simple. So we can either choose from Wuzhen Plains, the Yellow Tournament Campaign, Luoyang, and Zhongyang. The whole point is you actually getting more materials, so therefore, let's do that. And it's going to be a two-part video, so therefore, I'm trying to explain as much as I can when I can. Of course, just like 7, you can select your own music. But the music, I do not want to select because it's all pretty good music. It's not like 7, which you had a choice. You know, it's not like 7, you had a choice in which you want to take something from just about any Dynasty Warriors game prior to that. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, up, even 2. That's right, I didn't go to 1.
Instrument of justice on the battlefield. I have secured the area.
So what you want to do here is, since it is ambition mode, you want to be as fast as humanly possible. Of course, they have new moves, like a shadow. Okay. You have claimed victory in this battle. Don't want that attack up. Shit. I've been wanting to get that achievement for quite some time. But just like in free mode, you actually get stats after you finish the battle. So with that, you actually gain some allies here and some materials, because you're always going to need some materials. You are victorious in battle. By winning battles, you can obtain gold and experience. Were you able to obtain any materials for developing your facilities in this battle? The information is indicated in the bottom left of the screen by facility materials and weapon materials. Battles where you can obtain these materials are known as skirmishes. Now that you have obtained some, select return to camp and go back to camp. What RTC? They really did up the facility construction. Thank you. Shanghai is available as a playable character. And a tea house has been made. The following facility has been constructed: a tea house. New facility has appeared. Allies are not only useful for serving as personnel to build the Tongdektai, but also for getting new facilities to appear. Gain more allies and look for even more facilities. Gain more allies to look to build even more new facilities. The camp has been developed, enabling you to obtain even more fame. You have returned to the camp. Ambition mode alternates between the camp and battlefield. I try using the facility materials on a facility and select the start and go to the info screen and select camp management. Select use materials and deliver them to the blacksmith. Become allies with a famous officer. Goddamn, they got a lot of text here. Famous officers you obtain as allies can be selected as your playable character. Also, you can place them in charge of supervising your camp facilities. Select them as bodyguards and take them into battle. So, Ambition Mode is this game's version of Conquest Mode. So it tells you how many materials you obtained, and actually, why am I doing that? That's all you can do. But here we have a new. Well, let me go over here. We have a new facility known as the Tea House. And just like in the last game, you can actually use the Tea House for the following. At the Tea House, you can eat food that increases your abilities and battles. There will be 3 effects chosen at random. As the rank of the Tea House increases, the type of food available will also increase. Use the Tea House to fight more effectively in battle. In order to build a Tongdektai, the people within the camp are managing the facilities and creating the necessary materials. It seems that 4 facilities capable of creating the necessary materials for the construction of the Tongdektai are the blacksmith, tea house, barracks, and merchant. So therefore, I can do the following. I can either have some dim sum, a small meat bun, or a small meat bun. Of course, depending on what you get, it can either raise your attack, your defense, or your health gauge. But it's good I actually played the story mode first, because that way my characters can be powered up. Let's do another one. Camp management. Use materials. So you can do this. Use your material. Once the facility materials within a facility reach a certain level, the rank of the facility will increase. As your rank increases, the facility will develop, enabling you to do more things there. So, I'm going to level up this, like so. Facility expansion, achievement unlocked. If you can't really see it so well, my apologies. Let me just adjust this for a moment. Let's see. The blacksmith rank has been increased, so therefore, when you do that, you can do more on the facility. We can do the same thing here. Well, you can do the same thing to the tea house and the barracks, but you need 50 to build the barracks. You can also assign supervisors, so let's do that. For the blacksmith, no, actually for the gates. You take charge there. Of course, it goes by a bomb system, so therefore you see everything is basically based off the last Warriors game, which was 7, and of course that also Warriors Orochi 3, which was the last Warriors game. But actually, yeah, that's all this game really is. Where actually this mode really is, which is just, well, just an expansion of the ambition of conquest mode, except that you're trying to draw the Emperor to your side instead of you conquering China, as in the last game. Join me next as I show off free mode and the real meat and potatoes of the game. And this first look of Dynasty Warriors 8 continues right after this.